this was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. Do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry. I'm being so sincere right now. Even though you broke my heart and killed me, tore me to pieces, and threw every piece into a fire as they burned.
Okay. Okay.
Hello.
Hola.
Como estás?
I don't know what you're saying, but fuck you.
You're more Hispanic than I am, I think. I'm only a fourth. The rest is vaguely Middle Eastern and also a little bit German.
Dartboard.
I'm gonna need a few minutes here because I kept on entering my old password, and now I'm locked out of my thing, logging in for a few minutes.
I'm also gonna need a few minutes. I hate this again. I've already mentioned I fucking hate that like there's no what you call it. The password system.
Weird
on this
character
game.
restrictions and stuff.
And believe me, I am still alive.
I'm just gonna change my password failure into the same thing.
I feel fantastic.
And also, hang on a second, because I'm going to mess with my, I have a bunch of recorded streams on my PC that I should move to a different hard drive because I'm running out of space.
Gotcha. I think it might be messing with voice on our side for a little bit too, because two microphones near each other.
Fair.
I'm gonna just sit on mute unless I need to not.
Okay.
I just have to adjust y'all's audio levels when we're like this, because I have Alan muted for me so I don't hear him twice, but when we did like character creation and stuff, I unmuted him because I couldn't hear him from the other room, so now I have to remute.
I think you should just always have Alan muted.
I mean, fair. He does run Mana Barbs and Blood Moon.
Yeah. It's the best way to play.
He countered your rampant growth. And
He countered my turn 2 rampant growth.
And
Were you even there for that, Marcos?
I don't know, but you're still an awful person. And also, he blows up the heartbeat of spring.
Yeah, like at this point, on a spiritual level, everybody was there for you countering my turn 2 rampant growth.
Do it again. Oh, she's just going full zoomies. What the?
Cats doing cat things.
Yep.
She vultured over my cheese and then proceeded to just and zoom.
Just changed the password.
Okay. So I have
What?
14
No.
gigs left right now. After these transfer over, let's see how many I have left. It does not tell me how big the files. Oh, no, yeah. I'm transferring 22 gigs worth of files, so that should free up some space.
Damn. Why don't you just buy more money?
Yes. Buy more money. That sounds like a great idea. Also, hi, Ulu. I forget if I said that already 2 seconds ago. My brain doesn't go back that far.
Ulu.
Hoi!
There you go. Change the password, log back in.
Speaking of, what the fuck was my password again? There we go.
Is that just me?
Instance areas, emergency maintenance. On instance areas. Oh, so I'm not going to be able to do dungeons then. I think. Those are instance areas, right? We might not actually be able to get to the award-winning expansion Heavensward then.
Oh god.
Oh no.
God damn it, Square Enix. Why do you always have maintenance? Actually, no, it's not a Tuesday anymore. I was like...
What do you mean Wednesday isn't Tuesday?
I was gonna play on a Tuesday, and then I took a really long nap.
We also took very long but incorrectly timed nap.
Yeah, that was weird.
Naps are great.
Yes.
Not being tired is very great.
I would love that. I'm afraid... There were times when I'm like, man, it'd be cool if I could just stop time and take a nap whenever. And then I was like, wait, no, that would be awful, because then from all outward experiences, I would age so much faster. Like if I'm just napping out of time whenever I want to.
ADHD kicks all the way in. Forget to turn time back on.
Oh my god, like a week goes by. How did you age 25 years in the last...
If I'm spending 8 hours a day out of time aging, that's gonna add up over the course of over the course of time.
Oops, forgot to time.
What, it's like you spend like a third of your life asleep? So it's like I'd age a third faster?
Oh no.
Okay. What the fuck am I supposed to be doing again? Defeat the Javarian forces. Okay, I have to go there. I feel like I already did this. But the game says I haven't, so I'll trust it.
Defeat them again.
Defeat them harder.
I'm just trying to find where the Valentione's seasonal quest thing stuff is.
No. Okay, is it this way? Am I going the right way now? Yeah, I am. What? I passed it. There we go. Oh! Hello. Alright, and let me just summon Edgar. And then
Markov? Oh no.
Yeah, Edgar Markov. No, this boy is much more competent than Edgar Markov is. No, Soren Markov. No, Edgar is fairly competent. He's like one of the most popular commanders.
Yeah, but he's Marty. There's better, more bullshit commanders, like Kaliyo the Vast.
Eh. Damn dragons. Oh, I forgot to hit the start recording button, but now I have hit the start recording button. On the off chance I upload this somewhere someday, all that was missed is I went to a place to fight dragons. The end. Stand in the red.
Basically Heavensward.
Yeah, basically. Go to place, fight dragons. Welcome to Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Fun story, last Friday I had to set up my summoner for endgame raids, a job I haven't played since I leveled it up at the beginning of the expansion.
Nice.
Am I supposed to be talking to people?
I
Nobody
mean,
here wants to
generally,
talk
yeah.
about how dead they are?
That's not how you people, right? At least that's what the schools taught me.
Where do I go here now? Isn't Sea of Clouds a place in another Final Fantasy game also?
Pretty sure. Yeah.
I know it's a Magic the Gathering card. Yeah, we'll also start emergency maintenance on instance areas. During emergency maintenance, players will be unable to enter the duties in the Daily Finder, instant quest battles, etc. In addition, other players playing certain duties in the emergency maintenance may disconnect from the server and return to the original world once they log back in. So duties just mean all dungeons, right?
I think so.
Why am I not getting my Legos?
Because they're too expensive.
Oh wait, no, it's. Oh, I've hit number 5. I've been hitting the wrong button. You go. Are you even part of this thing? Get out of here. Hopefully there are no dungeons involved between this and the beginning of the award-winning expansion, Heavensward.
That seems, likely.
Oh, hello there. did it. I did the thing. They're all dead. There's another dragon over here. Hello. It's dead now. I'm just gonna leave those guys who are apparently dying on the ground. They're not important. It's fine. I feel like these gates are very inefficient if I can just fly around them. Alright, hello. What news? The reinforcements decimated, you say? Dervarian devils, damn their scaly hides. Hold fast to your grief and fury, sir. We will avenge the deaths of your fellows in the battles to come. Complete. This Marshallin wishes to prepare you for the siege of Ishgard. That sounds like something that's totally not an instanced event. Ere you commit yourself to the siege, you should know what it is you are tasked with defending. Beyond the gates of judgment lie the steps of faith, a great bridge of stone that leads directly to the city of Ishgard. More than simply a means to cross the Sea of Clouds, the bridge serves as the foundation of arcane wards that form the barrier we call Definian's Collar. Alas, in dispelling the barrier's outermost layer, that thrice damned witch Iceheart stripped the bridge of its protection, and thus are the dragons now able to land unhindered upon the steps of faith. Should the Devarians succeed in destroying the remainder of the wards, the winged devils will be free to swarm the city itself. Needless to say, we cannot suffer that to happen. It shall be our task as defenders to prevent any harm coming from those parts of the bridge wherein the wards are sealed. 3 yet remain. We have dispatched our forces accordingly. I would ask that you and your comrades accompany our defenders in the outermost ward. I should hope that includes us as well, yes? Yay! Talos and Jaffe and friends. We cannot well stand idly by while the Horde threatens the good people of Ishgard. We're Alliance people. Indeed, to do otherwise would go against all that Master Louiswad taught us. As for where we might may be of most assistance, I think it prudent we divide into 2 groups. Eda and I will join the rear guard. If the dragons should reach us, we'll be sure to give them what for. Thank you, all of you. Pray speak with me again when your preparations are complete. Together we shall stand against the Horde. Okay, yeah, this sounds like, duty calls. Yep. This sure sounds like an instanced battle.
Nah.
I picked the greatest times to play Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah. Hey, why is instance bad?
Wait. Well, because the emergency maintenance. But wait a second. Is this maybe a superpower alike to your card market prediction superpower?
Whenever I want to play Final Fantasy, they're going to put it into maintenance mode.
Yep.
Oh my god! After every
I have the power to crash
break.
Final Fantasy XIV.
After every break that I haven't played for a while, I go and whenever I try to log in, whatever, there's always maintenance before I even manage to log in. I download everything and wait for it, and then I check on it later, and it's like, oh, there's maintenance going on. Fuck.
I'm gonna try it anyway.
Good.
Okay, it's not a duty finder thing. Where'd my water go? That's a big dragon. Oh. Room to make it more cinematic for the player. Okay, I think that this is going to... This sure sounds like it is an instance thing which is offline right now. Because it says I'm waiting for an opening. I'm currently number 1 in line. I get the feeling that this shouldn't be happening. Alright, cool. Cool. The fuck do I do now?
How about you go to
Do your friendship quests with beast tribes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ulu, didn't you say there's a quest line that I'm supposed to do before I get the award-winning expansion Heavensward anyway? What quest is that? Because it sounds like I should probably focus on that. Let me see. Yes, but it would also require an instance area. To get started, however, go to Mordona and look for the blue quest Legacy of a Log. That'll be the starting point. I think I might have already done that. So that's the thing that talks about the Crystal Tower, right? Where's the quest? Where's the quest log? Here we go, journal. No, okay, I haven't done that yet. I'll go ahead and do that.
That's the spirit. Then you can finally play the award-winning expansion, Heavensward.
I just need to double check when the fuck is this supposed to be over?
Midnight Pacific time.
Sounds like you're in for a long night.
No, I got D&D tomorrow. I gotta wake up early and start school. Start work. I don't go to school anymore. Fuck school.
I'm just picturing you waking up, going to some college campus you've never even been to before.
I have to wake up and start work early tomorrow so I can get off work early enough to actually start D&D on time. Mordona, look for a blue quest Legacy of a Log. Is it here? Did I not? Or is it already started? Corrupted Shiva. Yeah, did I already do Legacy of a Log? I don't know where I would find it on here. Oh, here we go. I got it. Map. There we go. Okay. We're going down that way. I already have it. How do I make that set that as my There we go. I'll block the other ones off. There we go. What's up? First objective is to reach the entrance of the Crystal Tower. As previously mentioned, however, to prove no easy task, the entrance is guarded by powerful defense mechanisms, each utilizing one of the 4 elements of fire, water, wind, or earth. Anyone attempting to simply stroll past these unsleeping sentinels invites swift obliteration. Based on Master Garland's analysis, however, we are reasonably certain that the attacks of these lethal contraptions can be reflected using the crystal of the corresponding element. Naturally, these crystals must be of surpassing clarity, free of the slightest impurities, much like the flawless specimens used by beastmen in their primal summoning rituals. Mayhap I should have said exactly like the specimens they use. Were there any other way, we would not ask this of you, but we need someone to enter the Beast Tribe's strongholds and liberate the perfect crystals. For the moment, I would have you focus on obtaining 2 of the 4 crystals we require. Pray make for Lanasia, where both the Sapsa spawning grounds and the Ugamaro mines are located. You may be certain that the materials used at Beastman's sacred rituals will be well defended. Whether you choose to venture alone or with companions, I'll leave that to your discretion. Alright, but do I have to venture in an instanced area?
No, you don't participate in that thing that smells like colonialism. Just here, go steal the Beast Tribe stuff.
3 types of quests. Our main scenario quests, which have the gold dragon around it. The blue system quests, which I thought the MSQ quests have, like, the meteor around it. Is it supposed to be a dragon? I thought the MSQ symbol was a meteor. Like, that doesn't look like a dragon to me. Blue side quests are only part of the game, and yellow are side quests to do. Oh, and you can try to at least complete the main scenario quest and the blue quest. There's WoW for some reason. Okay, yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's not what that is. Okay, so we're going to the mines. Okay. Just to the north. Oh no! They're attacking me for stealing their stuff. Who would have thought?
We'll put it back.
No, it's mine now.
Are you gonna enter your manifest destiny rotation now?
Yes.
R2. Now it's our turn.
Alright. I have to head on over here. If it turns out that I'm unable to access the award-winning expansion Heavensward tonight, would you guys want to do Pokemon raids? I should probably go into the cave from down here.
That sounds good too.
Yee.
Because, like, midnight is when I usually plan to stop streaming. Alright, how can I... There we go. Hostile presence? Who would have thought? I just realized the reason my thing isn't happening. I don't have the carbuncle with me. That would explain. That would explain why I have not been getting my Legos. Is there is also no carbuncle with me. Alright, head back to Mordona. Alternatively, I can kick your guys' ass at Triple Triad.
I still don't know what that is.
Alan, we are dragging you to a casino.
No, thank you. I've been.
We are taking you to Fantasy Vegas, and you are going to like
But
it.
the real Vegas sucks.
The Golden Saucer is so much better. If Vegas was the Golden Saucer, it would be better.
People don't smoke in the Golden Saucer. There's
There's
far
no
less...
vomit
Yeah,
outside.
I was literally
the
about to say
saucer.
there's far less vomit in the Golden Saucer. Check it out. I got 2 crystals. See countless specimens. I don't know how many excavations, but nothing compared to these. Purity is astounding. Done well. These aren't positions we lack, only the fire and crystal wind. We have to go and yes, okay. Let's do the thing. Thanalan. Gold saucer. Can you see the gold saucer from the overworld?
I feel like you should be able to.
I'm curious. Oh yeah, you can! There it is. Way over there. Anyway, I have to go do colonialism. Where the fuck am I going again? Here.
Hello. I have to do some Valentine's quests.
thing. Die. Here. Hi there. Stop. Sir. Sir, I'm just doing some minor colonialism. Don't worry about it. Where's the thing I'm supposed to be investigating? There.
You put that land back where you found it.
Put that land back where you came from, or so help me. Had Legos, I could have activated them. Oh well. Alright, cool. And we're heading back to Mordona. Oh, I don't need to pay money, I have the thingy. It saved me that 200 gil. There was a part of me that was hoping, like, oh, maybe it'll end sooner. But then I pulled up the actual article, and it specifically says, this maintenance will not end before the scheduled ending time. So, like, way to dash my hopes, Final Fantasy. Good to see you. Tell me, were you able to obtain the remaining crystals? Yes, I was. Now, what do you want to do? Please tell me it's not an instanced event. Embarking on the... Yeah, we're not embarking on the journey to the Crystal Tower just yet. That'd be stupid. There's another step which must be completed to come to that. While the crystals acquired are indeed flawless, they are of little use to us in their present form. They are to reflect the elemental forces of the tower's defense. They must need to be cut and polished. The process which calls for a very particular set of materials. Preparing them from will be a challenge in itself. To proceed with shaping of flawless crystals. The flawless crystals are procured for us to retain their elemental purity during the shaping process. Very specific set of abrasive substances are required. I say substances, one might as well call them one substance. Eorzea, which has 4 elementally expected varieties. Alas, Aether Sand is neither common nor cheap. Indeed, it is not unusual for the abrasive to exceed the value of the precious stones it's used to polish. Given the rarity of the materials in question, the Goldsmith Guild in Ul'dah seems like the likeliest place to place the qualities we desire. When I was contacted the Guildmaster, however, I was informed that no Aether Sand was currently available, though I requested that word be sent as soon as new stock came in. I've yet to receive aught but apologies. I should mention at this point that I placed the order sometime before you procured the flawless crystals. I'm well aware that acquiring the Aether Sand is no small feat, of course, and I am not an impatient man, but I fear the more we delay our investigation, the greater risk that the tower's secrets may fall into the hands of other, less savory partners. That's why I wish to entrust you with the payment for our purchase and send you to speak directly with the Guildmaster. Mayhap the presence of such a distinguished personage will spur the Guild into action. In any event, it is my hope that when we next meet you will have found at least one of the 4 varieties of Aether Sand we require. Cool. I'm reminded that I should go and try and buy some stuff with them tombstones or whatever.
Oh yeah. It took you forever to get to realize there were any kind of currency at all.
I believe you buy them in here. Oh, nope, this is furniture. Where do you go to spend those tombstones or whatever? Where do you spend tombstones? One of Rui's representatives, identically named NPCs appear in every capital city. Okay. Promise payment of a future fancy, no emotional stuff. Okay. I can challenge Rowena to triple try it? Okay.
But if you lose, she purchases the rights to your soul.
Ah, fuck. She mints it to the blockchain.
How do you think she built the rest of her empire? Certainly not on the up and up. There's at least a little bit of, like, light tax evasion going on there.
Where do I go to spend these things? It says I'm supposed to talk to Rowena's representatives.
Should be able to, I think, where you are, spend them in more donuts.
Huh?
You should be able to spend them in more donut, I think.
That's what I'm trying. I'm in the same room that Rowena's in. Let me see. It just says trader, which they're all on the main street in the tent area. Oh, okay, cool. I don't want to do that. I want to buy things. No. You two are standing very still. It sounds like your NPCs are going. Here we go. Purchase weapons. Wait, are all these in Gil? This is in Gil. This is not what I'm looking for. These are independent merchants. I need... No. X 22.6, Y 6.8. Here. Here we go. Okay. Disciple of Magic. Yes. Yes. And I have 1,000. Okay, cool. What is the max that you can have of these? Special arms. What do I see with my special arms? Oh, you can get minions. That's adorable. Okay. Where did the... I just bought that and I don't know where it is. Did it just go straight into my inventory? Did it not go to my inventory? Oh, it went straight here. It went straight here. Okay, cool. I actually think this looks pretty decent. I think maybe I'd need to... I think maybe I'd want to dye it a bit.
Why would you want to die?
Every expansion will add 2 more major cities. One at the beginning will act like Gridania Ul'dah and Limsa, story hub mission board, and the second one will act more like Mordona for expansions and endgame stuff. Okay. How do I do... I need to go to... a room to dye the clothes. Or maybe I will just... I forget how I do the glamour thing, it's been a while. Do I... Like, you have to go to, like, an inn in order to alter your clothes, right?
What do you mean, like the glamours and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to go to an inn and then the armoire.
Okay, well, I guess I'll go to Limsa then.
I forget how it works. You have to put your stuff in like a chest. No, you have to put your stuff in an armoire that you want to make your stuff look like, and then go up to a mirror to apply them. Something along those lines.
I should have gone to Ul'dah. I'm supposed to go there. I'm supposed to go to Ul'dah for this quest.
Hi.
Hi, Blue.
Oh, what's that on?
Let's see how much work I can get done without needing to go and do
The most wonderful of gameplays, right?
Oh no.
What little guy is that? Wind up Brickman. Okay.
Don't tell me it's an escort quest.
Tiny Tabor! Aw! Oh, wait, come back. I want to pet it. Why is it not showing the pet animation? I'm very angry. Actually, yeah, I think I'll change. Oh, also, I probably should have bought more armor. I have enough for more armor. I'm just gonna go back to Mordona real quick. I need to go to Ul'dah anyway, so I'll go back and then go to the actual thing I'm supposed to go to. So I tried. I figured like, oh, maybe I'll shiny hunt for Titan without finding an outbreak. I thought like, oh, maybe I can just do that.
How'd that go?
Because the difference in the shiny rate is not that much. Like it's what you call it? The difference between them is it's a 1 in almost 600 chance if you have the sandwich power but no outbreak, and then like a 1 in 500 chance if you have the sandwich and the outbreak. So I'm like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Maybe I'll just like run around and try and find it. The problem is I'm hunting for an ice type. Everything on the mountain's an ice type. So they don't spawn enough. Like, I need to find an outbreak of them.
Oh.
Because, like, it's a pain to just find them.
Right.
Not sure if this was patched out either, but apparently the sushi fish is apparently really hard to get shinies in certain forms.
Oh, the Tatsugiri?
Yeah.
I've seen outbreaks of them pop up.
Yes, the issue though is, at least at launch, I'm not sure if they've ever patched it out or not, both the sandwich power and outbreaks overwrites the type of Tatsugiri that you get.
Oh.
So you can't get so there's 3 forms of Tatsugiri, but the outbreak and the sandwich only allows the first form
I think
to
it's
spawn.
4 forms of Tatsugiri, because it's attack, defense, special attack, and special defense.
No, there's 3: curly, droopy, and stretchy.
Is there not a 4th one? Because I could have sworn that it changes the stat that it modifies when you...
It does, it's just there's only 3 of them.
Oh, and I think and then attack... Oh, you're right. Is it then attack, special attack, and speed?
Maybe.
I want to double check. Order up. Attack, defense, and speed.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
But apparently, again, not sure if this is still current or not. I don't know like how much they patched the game or not. But at least at launch, outbreaks and sandwich powers would force, I believe, the curly form to only spawn and not the droopy or the stretchy. Meaning if you were wanting shinies of those, you're having to roll against normal shiny odds and then the other two potential forms it could have been.
That's annoying. Wait. Oh, wrong thing. Where are the rooms?
You're looking for the main desk. If you're...
You? Please tell me I can go to an in-room. That doesn't count as an instance area, right? Okay, cool.
How far in the game can you get without getting into an instance area?
Yep. Okay. So let's see. Body.
Wonder what caused the maintenance though.
Is this what I was wearing before? No, that's too rad. What was I wearing before this?
Too rad.
Oh yeah, no, it was just my original Mikote vest.
So has anyone heard of the recent drama in FF14?
No.
Can't say I have.
Fun.
What is it? I live for drama.
Oh, okay. So right now, for the past 8-9 days, FF14 released its latest Ultimate Raid, and
they got the guys got the first win taken away from them.
Yep, because one of them is using a camera hack. So on the up and up, third-party softwares are not allowed with FF14. There are some weird cases where like people have been using them, but as long as you haven't been able to like mentioned it or you're not streaming with them, technically there's no real way for them to like catch you. They're not looking through your computer or anything like that.
Right.
However, the world first raiders, or like the world first people that cleared the content, someone who was watching, like effectively a raid has normally 8 people in it, but for world first raiders they tend to have a 9th and a 10th watching everybody to try and piece together any information when you're trying to get on at the very top end sort of deal.
Sure.
So something apparently happened in that group. I'm not like, there's been rumors of like there was some type of falling out with them. I really don't know. I can't confirm or deny that. But they leaked a recorded video of one of their members using a camera hack, which allowed them to zoom the camera out and see the entire arena from any angle.
Oh.
Which, while it doesn't sound like insanely powerful or anything, is a huge benefit, especially when figuring out mechanics for the first time that no one has seen.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So because of that leaked video and how public it became so fast, Square Enix basically stepped in and said they were going to ban the account that had that, like, from the video was shown, so that account's going to get banned, and then everybody else in the World Force group, their account would be reverted before they got the clear, and were asked to delete the weapon that you would have gotten from clearing the raid.
Oh god.
I remember they like apparently threw him in mod jail and told them to delete their items beforehand. Before they left.
to delete that item, otherwise they'll do it for him.
Yeah.
Damn, okay.
The reason why they're having to take it so seriously this time was this was a point of contention within the last Ultimate, where people were very obviously using third-party tools, and it wasn't just like camera hacks or anything like that. We're talking about like automated callouts,
Oh.
being able to see where invisible attacks were coming from, like being able to actually visualize those on the field for you.
What the? Okay.
And they basically had to say, hey guys, stop doing this, otherwise we're going to have to start taking actions against people.
Right.
Mhm.
And now they have.
And now they are, because their stance hasn't changed. Third-party tools are against the terms of service that you sign up for when you play the game.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just they don't want to actually do anything about it, because there's no real, like, unless you're showing that you're doing it,
Yeah, and
they
it's
don't have a
also
real
like,
way.
and it's also like as long as you're not bothering anybody,
Yeah.
Like if you're not causing trouble with it, they don't most companies don't generally care if you're using mods or whatever, until you get to the point where you're breaking the system and making things unfair for other people.
Exactly.
Right. Damn, that's crazy.
So.
I don't know enough about it either way to make a really informed opinion on that. But I think I do get it on the on the Square Enix side.
Like from most people's takes at this point, it's pretty much confirmed that like most people would say that yes, the person effectively cheated. The issue that would involve with that is, one, we're talking about a prestigious achievement, since we're talking about world first racing here.
Yeah.
Like in that,
and was it like the one person doing this that kind of screwed up for his whole group?
Well, we don't know. We only know that that particular video surfaced.
Ah, okay.
So, for all we know, they could have all been using it. We're not 100% sure. And even Square Enix has said, like, for the other members, like, we're not taking any action against the rest of you because we don't have any proof one way or the other. You guys weren't streaming it. You weren't doing anything like that from what we could tell. But one of your party members absolutely was... And therefore, we're taking it away because that's an unfair advantage to everybody else involved.
Yeah.
Here. I'm at least doing a good amount of this quest without having to go into instance areas. This is nice.
As for like general opinion, people agree that yes, you shouldn't be doing this. It's against terms of service. Some people have the take of like there should be a spectrum for like what mods are allowed and what mods are not allowed.
The issue is once you start opening, like, speaking as somebody who has worked as a GM for video games, the issue is once you start allowing there to be a spectrum, you get rules lawyers talking about, like, trying to barter about why their thing should be allowed and other people can't. And it's like, well, you just have to wholesale be like, we can't endorse this, period. Like,
also, there's a resource cost with handling, like, arbitrating anything of that kind, and that's a permanent, ongoing cost of, is this allowed? Is this new thing allowed? What about this thing? Is this new thing allowed?
It's how it goes for, like, bans and stuff when it comes to, like, toxicity and things. Because it's like, that's a spectrum of, like, there's a spectrum of, is it trash talk or is this ban worthy? And, like, no game company's ever going to come out and say, like, this is what we don't allow specifically. Because the moment they do, people can start arguing, like, I shouldn't have been banned because I didn't do the exact thing you had laid out in your terms of service. Despite the fact that all terms of service include a little line that says we can ban you at any time for any reason because we feel like it.
Right.
Yep. Just in case you find new and innovative ways of being just bad.
Yeah.
Right.
like from my perspective at least, as long as you are not gaining an unfair advantage over other players, and when I mean unfair advantage, I don't mean like because like the ones that people will tend to like bring up are something called ACT, which is a DPS meter, which basically all it does is it parses out the battle log for a fight and tells you how much damage you're doing per second, which I don't think is that bad.
Yeah.
Because it's technically speaking, you could copy the battle log, put it into an Excel sheet, and do the math yourself if you really felt like it.
And it's just information.
That is just information that you could get from the game. Like, eventually. It might take you more time, but you could do it if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
Like, it's not modifying anything. It's just, here is information.
However, where I do start drawing the line is with things like, I believe it's called Cactpot, or Cactbot, which, it's an automatic, it's a call-out bot. So, like, whenever you're doing a fight or whatever, it'll be like, hey, the boss is doing this mechanic. Do A, or do B, or do C. And it does that automatically. To me, that's crossing a line, because that is adding information that the game is not normally giving.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, it's the same thing
And you
as,
yourself
like,
can build macros to do that manually, but at that point you are putting in the effort to do that manually rather than having it auto-detect, and there's a certain degree of input difference.
It's a difference because Cactbot is adding logic to the game that it would not normally.
Yeah, like you can't build a macro that notices when the boss is doing something. You can only build a macro that, like, I can build a macro that casts with cast and then resurrects.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can build something that, like, makes an announcement of, like, oh hey, I pressed this input to let everybody in the chat know thing is happening.
But the bot will automatically see thing is happening and push the button for you.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, in some cases, the other issue with Cactbot is it doesn't read, like, it's not like based off of a timer or anything. It's reading information in the background. So what will happen sometimes is in the program of the game, what I can only assume, because the only information I have on this is how World of Warcraft works, and may not be entirely indicative of how FF14 works. But whenever a boss is about to cast something, more than likely what's happening is in the background, it's pulling a spell ID and then saying, okay, this is the series of events that you're going to do. Now, sometimes a boss will have an ability that will have some type of, like, tell of, like, this is what the boss is going to do. It won't show up on the actual ground or anything. There's no telegraphs, but there's some type of tell or tick that will, like, will give you that information without it actually showing on the ground. Internally, though, even though they may have the same name for the cast, the spell ID is different when pulling two separate, like, abilities. So, like, an example would be there's a Phoenix enemy later in the game that has a cast bar that's either you have to step in initially or you have to step out initially. These are two separate casts that have the same title when you see the cast bar, and the only way to tell is the visual tell. Cactbot, however, will read that spell ID and tell you if it's in or out during the cast instead of afterwards. So it not only gives you that information perfectly 100% of the time, but will also tell you when and where it's going to hit, which is definitely cheating. That would be like having a permanent, like, Scry 1 in Magic, where you're not having to, like, Like whenever you look at the top card of your deck or whatever when you're not supposed to, it's like that, but during a boss fight.
Yeah, in Pokemon there was a shiny hunting, like, quote-unquote method. But, like, you could run a program on your computer that would essentially intercept a trade for you and show you all of the Pokemon's stats, including, if you were using an egg, it would show you the shiny value of the egg, which functionally is, or it's the shiny ID of the egg. So, like, basically the way shinies worked, and I think they still work, is that there's an ID, is that if this shiny value matches your hidden shiny value, the Pokemon will hatch as a shiny. So basically, communities popped up where it was people who would scan the shiny IDs of both you, the trainer, and then they would scan eggs, and then there'd be like a big old spreadsheet of like trainers who have these shiny IDs, and so you could message somebody and be like, I have an egg that has your shiny ID, you can have it, and then they hatch it, and it hatches shiny. But eventually that got patched out because it was also being used by people, the same, like, exploit to, like, see that information was being used by people to see people's battle inputs. It would read what moves they were using in online battles.
Which is definitely not what you want.
Yeah, which is definitely cheating. So, like, you could argue the shiny value thing was also cheating, but, like...
Well, you're not hurting anybody with that type of information necessarily.
Yeah.
However, with like, when you definitely cross a line when you are all of a sudden putting this into PvP.
Yeah, because it's like, I know what move you are using, and now I can choose the exact right response.
Yeah, 100%.
Does this interact with anybody else's play experience? If yes, then wrong.
I realize I need my Chocobo. I've been like, why are these guys always hitting me now? I'm like, oh yeah, my Chocobo's not here tanking for me. I need to remember I need to summon things, even the things that are not my class things that I need to summon.
Oh, the FC airship is back. I need to go check it now. Hopefully the house is not an instanced area. Place your bets now, though.
I mean, my the hotel room wasn't, so
it's not.
Okay, cool.
The only reason I worry about that is because technically speaking, I think they do count as instances in some regards. Because like whenever player run like events happen and everything, sometimes the houses get a little bit weird. Like when there's like too many people in the area.
Yeah. Does it ever turn to more Dona? Okay, cool.
Shit.
Oh, wrong thing. Yeah, okay.
Occurs to me that I haven't actually checked out the Free Company Estate Hall until now.
I still need to hack my extra Switch. So like I want to do a Soul Link, and I want to do one with Robert, and I was like, I told him I wanted him to get Violet. He wanted to get Scarlet, but I'm like, okay, you should get Violet that way, because I want to play Scarlet, because I already played Violet for my main playthrough, and I want my Soul Link to be Violet, or to Scarlet, I mean. But then I realized I don't even need to have him buy the game, because I have the game physically, so I can just buy Scarlet, and we're just gonna do the Soul Link like locally together, and I'll just let him use the physical card of Violet that I have.
Yeah, because they don't save to the cart anymore.
Yeah. And also he's going, and also I realize he doesn't even need to bring his Switch. We can use my extra Switch, because I'm going to need a save file on my extra Switch anyway, for like trading to myself purposes. So it all works out.
Mm-hmm.
Here's your Aether Sand. Da-da. Master Garland, the crystals. Should be told I'm looking forward to this. When Islamic Tower materials like this every day. Speaking of which, how in the 7 hells did you find them? Mistake me not, old friend. I know only too well how capable you are. Either is something you simply find gathering dust at the back of a merchant's for a gem cabinet. I stole it. You had help from Biggs and Wedge, yes, and also I did some crime.
But they're not supposed to know about that.
Trust in the design of revolutionary in a new inch of the moment I turn my back. How's a genius meant to rest on his laurels when his employees are so damn inventive, eh? Turn to join us, are they typical? I guess, of course, it'll be good to have them around. Matter of professional pride, let's endeavor to pursue our 2 remaining varieties of Aether's Hem before they arrive. You make sure observing, you seem less enthusiastic about the prospect. If there's a complication, I'd rather we discuss it now than risk jeopardizing the expedition. I have the explanations in order, but first let's savor the preliminary victory. The missing is move for our cause, if only for a moment. Yay! Materia, I don't care. Here, I'll have the Ilagan silver piece, why not? Gridania. Travel to Black Shroud, seek out Parsimon-Tret. Okay. Gridania. I want to find... I do want to get that Shining Titan, because I want to make a new team, now that the format's rotated. I think it's so weird that they rotated it so relatively soon into the game's life cycle. What is this? Fat cat. Pet. Where the heck am I going? Hello.
That's great.
Huh?
Sorry. I'm rewatching a video of the music director. Hold on. Lead composer and sound director of FF14. He's a bit of a, I guess, I wouldn't say troll necessarily, but kind of a meme lord, especially when it came to the fan fests. Here, I'm just gonna link this in the Discord, and you guys can have it. Where should I put it in? Just general, I guess.
Hog's territory.
But to put it into perspective, Soken is like he does a fantastic job at what he does. But when he wants to have fun in FanFest, man, does he have a lot of fun and he just does not care.
He's the composer.
Sound director.
Ah.
So he has made a lot of pieces. He plays in a lot of the pieces in Final Fantasy. Because Final Fantasy has their own band called the Primals, and he's part of that. I believe he's the lead guitarist.
Just all of Final Fantasy in general, or just 14?
Of specifically 14. The Primals is the official Final Fantasy 14 band led by Soken since 2014, and they do a couple of pieces throughout the game.
Wow, this list looks safe. Oh, it's a carcass. Okay. Related adventure, not only for my entertainment, you find no trace of the ore which what recently lay here, may so much as a speck. Oh, is it? Are you? No, you'll never spy me from here. For the time being, at least, you'll have to trust the evidence of your ears. Now stop squinting at the foliage and listen. Are you just an Organization 13 member looming ominously in the distance? Here to spout nonsense bullshit again? Taken by
Sounds
me.
like he is.
Victory has been made magnanimous. However, accordingly, I've decided to share my location of an alternative source of aid with you. The wind touch variety, to be specific. I trust you have your attention. Good. A band of Ixal North Shroud keeps quantity. They embrace the purpose of removing impurities from lesser crystals. Do you need to dally here all day? Make haste, adventure, before I snatch another prize from under your nose. This is to be a race. Northern Shroud shall be our destination. Okay. Let's go. For it here. I was saying earlier, like, I found it funny. I have one of the remix from of Torn from the Heavens on one of my playlists.
Mm-hmm.
And YouTube, I got a copyright strike on not strike, a copyright claim on YouTube.
Claim.
They're different. Which I was like, okay. But I found it interesting because it was like, because the thing I had was a remix. It was a remix from World of Final Fantasy, the like more chill version of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still a remix. And I found it interesting that instead of claiming it, instead of the claim being for specifically the World of Final Fantasy remix of Torn from the Heavens, it just said the melody of Torn from the Heavens. Which makes sense to me, like, oh, they specifically look out for remixes of the music. That makes sense to me. The thing I find interesting is the melody of Torn from the Heavens is the melody of Prelude. So it's like, it's weird. It's weird that it's specified.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, it was correct, but also I'm like, it's funny to me that it is now known specifically as that melody and not the song that's arguably bigger, but not really.
Also did. And they just recently actually redid Torn from the Heavens again for the latest Ultimate.
Oh, hostile presence.
Otherwise, actually, is it a remix, or was it just a, when they did the whole, yeah, the Eorzea Symphony, so they probably just remastered that and used it.
Oh, is my caramel? No, my caramel is still here. Good. He's just no longer in red flavor. Enthralling thoughts of Eorzea, all the thoughts of Eorzea split my mind. I appear to have forfeited a little race. Congratulations, the wind-touched abrasive is yours. And yet, having been treated to such a memorable performance, I cannot help but feel a greater prize is mine. The inequity must not stand. I insist that you accept this token of my appreciation. Payment from this entertainment will be waiting for you to the east in the clearing within the Proud Creek. Pray retrieve the gift, ere it be crushed beneath an iron feet of the dull hands. Okay, you're giving me the sand, I'm assuming. These would be so much worse if you couldn't fly. Flying is great, and I am aware that in the award-winning expansion Heavensward, I am no longer going to be able to go Heavensward. That would be very annoying.
Oh, well, I mean, back in my day, no, you actually couldn't fly in the AR zones originally. That was an addition from a couple of years back now.
Remember that.
To Liberty, refining the ore from Earth's gift into Anderson. Do it, keep it safe. Lest you accuse me of playing games, you should know that the thought of relinquishing my prize never once crossed my mind until I saw you in action. Such deeds must need be rewarded. It's my vocation, you see, to record history as is made by mortal men, and I much prefer to chronicle the accomplishments of the bold and the mighty. Thus, my fervent wish that you continue your career with the same courage and zeal you have shown today. We shall meet again, and sooner than you may imagine. In the award-winning expansion Heavensward.
Yes.
Okay. No, leave me alone. I'm not here for the fate. Stop.
Stop, please. Please.
Okay, we're going back to Mordona. No, I don't. I just want to get out of here, please. Who's fighting me? Okay, nobody. Cool.
Yeah, apparently the devs at some point had extra time on their hands, and they were like, we're gonna try and fix up the ARs so we can allow flying in them eventually, because it wasn't something that they were planning on doing.
That's nice.
Just a couple of them in the background were like, we're just gonna go rogue and do it. They'll have to put it in eventually.
So much of this game is wild to me. Like, purely from the stance of, you know what? Let's completely remake an entire multi-million-dollar game on the off chance it'll be better. And somehow they were able to convince investors that that was a good idea, and it did absolutely pay off. Also, they managed to make me feel bad that I didn't play the shitty version of the game with how cool the ending of it sounds.
Because again, Yoshida was not involved in the original 1.0. He was brought in afterwards, after everything has basically gone to shit.
Mm-hmm.
He was involved in patches with 1.0. Because at that time, they were basically their original task wasn't to remake 14. It was supposed to be to fix it up.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, though, they came to the realization that the engine that they were using for 1.0 wasn't going to cut it, because they were using a completely different internal system, and so much of the world was going to have to be changed anyway that eventually they were able to convince them to hey, we need to shut this down, sort of deal.
But I just find it so great that 1.0 was so bad they literally blew it up in universe.
Mm-hmm.
And you could just have been there to experience that as a player. Just there
was also apparently a couple of other weird stories during the development. Have you already? Oh yeah, you're at the very end. You've already done Moogle right?
Yeah, Good King Mongolmog.
Yeah.
May fur always be the fluffiest.
Yeah, so, fun story. Do you know why he exists in FF14?
Are we talking in-universe or out-of-universe?
No, out of universe.
Okay, why?
Because, unfortunately, the boss that they were going to bring out at the time that Moogle was originally developed for, which was going to be Titan. It was either Titan or Leviathan. I'm not 100% sure. I would have to look that up again. Do you know what happened around the same time?
Oh, the earthquake?
The earthquake and tsunami that hit the...
That hit Japan and they
Yeah.
wanted to stop. Okay.
And they were like, this is not the best time for this. We're going to hold that off. We're going to make
instead
something else.
they decided to rip off Tim Burton.
That was definitely, yeah. But yeah, that's a fun little story. It's like, this is not the best time for a monster that causes tsunamis to like appear right the second after the.
Oh, are you the rando? Let's keep you wholly preoccupied that you cannot spare a moment to inform you of your progress in preservation. Why, the task you assigned me, of course. Surely you've not forgotten about the Aether Sand. I tasked a passing adventure with delivering it, and more capable courier than I could ever imagine.
Oh man. I just got to the part where I have to do an instanced event. And it's super cool. There were magic spells going on. And there was danger. There was a sense of danger.
Are you one of the scions? Because you have one of the little meter thingies on your neck. I'll see you one of the students of Balsadian. I look forward to joining you on your groundbreaking expedition. He's been assigned to this project as an observer. I hope you'll forgive him his eccentricities and welcome him as one of our own. Okay, so it's not a scions thingy. The little goggles.
Yo, it's the worst event in Gold Saucer.
What?
Anyway, the wind blows. I really don't like that event.
Is that the one where... Is that the parkour one?
No. Anyway, the wind blows is the Typhon event where he shows up and he tries to blast people off.
I don't know if I played that one.
It's not very fun. It is highly luck dependent of whether or not you win or not. There are tricks to it, but like Typhon can still just end your run if you really felt like it.
I claim that NOAA stands for Nominated Observers of Artifact Historical, and so it does technically. My true reason for choosing the name stems from the fact that it's shared by a vaunted Alogan Archmagus. Archmagus? I like the sound of that. Yeah, he split the ocean with a Beyblade. He parted the Red Sea with a Beyblade.
Oh my goodness.
Settle this time we set forth on pray the outer defenses of the Crystal Tower. Is everyone ready to depart? I am totally ready to depart as long as that is not an instanced event.
You probably have a little bit further to go, but you're coming up to the first instance, so.
Secrets of a log back in. Let's not keep them waiting any longer. You and I will join the engineers of Crystal Tower's main gateway, and then we will endeavor to neutralize the structure's outer defenses. Our Ambrose, meanwhile, will remain here and oversee the preparation. Given my knowledge of a log and history, it seems logical that I should lend my expedition itself. Although I admit the role does not exactly befit my status as an observer. Still, but we can make use of the resources at hand, assuming we are all in agreement. Let us proceed forthwith to a large lopsided gate found on the southeast. Okay. Yes, I'm unsure what magic deck I want to build next. I have all the pieces for Arkelos gates, but that's kind of just been sitting there for a while, and I haven't felt the need to put it together. I kind of want to do Rograk Ishimaru Legendary Matters with a bunch of backgrounds. And then I kind of still want to do Pure and Toothy Super Friends.
I was thinking about doing the whole weird tribal thing, but a lot of the cards are also spiked as of late.
Legendary Tribal?
Mirror tribal.
Mirror Tribal. The new guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably spiked because of him, I'm assuming.
Oh, absolutely. Mirror Turbine apparently, like, quintupled in price or something like that, which was, like, an uncommon from, like, original Mirrodin.
Damn. I remember that I originally got a bunch of Nightpack Alphas. Is it Nightpack Ambusher, I think? We got them too, Alan and Jen. Because, like,
yeah, the Ambusher.
Ambusher.
Yeah, I got those, like, back in, like, 2019. And then they just proceeded to be the promo they were using for Comic-Con every single year after that.
Mm-hmm.
But I held on to them because I'm like, oh, Innistrad's coming out in like 2 years. I probably should hold on to these because there's going to be some kind of werewolf bullshit that these will go in and they're going to go up in price. And then lo and behold, Tovalar existed. So
they've actually come down a bit, but they're still
yeah,
triple
but I
the
sold
price of what they were.
several of them when they were up. Is the point?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about Mirror Turbine. I was just looking it up and everything, and it's not from
okay.
original Mirrodin. It's from Besieged.
Some other mirror cards too, or just artifact cards in general. Because I remember being really excited when it came out, and it's like, oh hey, these little mirror things that nobody cares about, and it's gonna be a thing. I want to make one. It's gonna be cheap as hell. And then it wasn't.
It immediately was not. Like, even faster than I remember when you were looking at cards for building Ishin, and those took a little bit to climb, but the mirror, it was like immediate.
Yeah.
Oh, does Ishin have a Mirror Battlesphere in it?
No, I don't need one.
It should have one in it.
Actually, I think I have one.
Yeah, Mirror Battlesphere's not that expensive. It's in a few precons, I think.
It's in a bunch of precons. It should only be like a couple of cents. 'Cause
Yeah.
that card was printed to death and back again.
I pre-ordered a box of All Will Be One, and I pre-ordered the
Yeah, Mirror Battlesphere is still 30 cents a card.
yeah, I pre-ordered a box of All Will Be One, and I pre-ordered the equipment deck. This is the first set in a while that I've felt like I want to do that for. Like, there's so much shit in All Will Be One that I want. And it's weird because I was like, listening, like, one of the channels I watched, like EDH Deck Building, he was talking about how, like, he didn't think that All Will Be One is a good commander set. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I want the Dominus that is the fucking Anointed Procession. I want Elish Norn. I want a lot of the Mirrodin weapons. I want the Gauntlet, Icarmoon Gauntlet, for just all of my Super Friends decks. Like, there's so much shit in this set that I know is going to be expensive, and I just wanted to buy a box.
Mm-hmm. The walkers were not that impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
I just like the Gauntlet.
Yeah, the Gauntlet's really good. Just being able to turn some of your more lackluster walkers into just, oh yeah, proliferate all your other walkers. Like, turning them into a Johnny effectively is, like, pretty good.
I hope we get another Ajani before they hit the reset button and fix everything. Because I really like his look as, like, an Elish Norn servant, and I want a card with that art on it. I think it's dumb that the one Phyrexian Ajani we get just looks like normal Ajani, except he has, like, one cable as one of his braids.
Mm-hmm.
I want full-on Phyrexian Ajani. Also, I was watching the professor do a video on All Will Be One, and he mentioned that 5 beloved Planeswalkers have been completed, and I'm like, It's more like 4 beloved planeswalkers, and Luca's also there.
And Lucas also.
I would argue 3 beloved planeswalkers and Nahiri and Luca are also there, but I think people like Nahiri. There are some people who like Nahiri at least.
I don't know. They like turned Nahiri into like such a weird character at the end. Like
It's
ever
more
since,
like it's like all the choices she makes are like, why?
yeah. Same thing sort of happened with Nissa too for a while.
That's true.
I mean, wasn't she the whole reason? Like, Soren was like, okay, Nissa, we gotta do this thing to keep the Eldrazi locked away. And Nissa's like, but what if we didn't? And she let the Eldrazi out for no reason.
Oh yeah.
Just because it sounded
before
like
she knew anything
maybe
about
that
it.
was a good idea.
You know, they're like, wait, these guys are big and powerful, just like elementals. And they're locked in Zendikar. They must be part of Zendikar. I'm gonna let them out. Oh no.
To be fair, she was dealing with a vampire, and I kind of understand that being a little sus. Did
why he
Johnny
must
become
fail.
evil, Nev? No, he wants everybody to be happy and live in unity.
Also, really wish mirror servitors had the line of text that stated you could have as many mirror servitors as you could, as you'd like to run.
Crap servitors.
1 mana, 1/1. Let's say at the beginning of your upkeep, if mirror servitor is on the battlefield, each player gets to return all cards named mirror servitor from the graveyard to the battlefield.
Entrance to the tower is near at hand. So you get a blood-eye proposal for the next stage of the expedition. Wait here while Mr. and the handpicked party of his adventuring companions enter the tower. God damn it! No! What if we didn't wait for me and a handpicked group of my companions did that?
I'm also getting to the part where
Can you imagine what
everything I want to do is instance.
Please really hope to brave the hazards ahead and live to tell the tale. Missing here fits the description better than anyone I know. Sana is that we should be idle in his absence. While missing his companions are risking life and limb to be to a path to the tower. We can set about analyzing this rubble for evidence on how the technologies function. Your knowledge of ancient lore will be invaluable to the endeavor. Do you ever tire of being right, old man? It seems I won't be accompanying you. Allow me to at least provide some instruction. The maze sounds. The base of the tower is known as the Labyrinth of the Ancients. During this foray, I suggest you concentrate on ridding the palace of hostile elements. While you're reasonably certain the maze is secure, contact me via link shell and we shall join you post-haste no matter what Master Garland says. Though we would prefer it if any relics you encounter remain intact, you will have leave to do whatever is necessary to secure ingress upon the upper levels of the tower. Fortune go with you. How did a Johnny become evil?
Oil.
You know how in D&D they say don't split the party? They did that. And Karma's like, gosh, I wonder what a Johnny's up to right now. And he, like, tried to use his, like... He tried to Skype call a Johnny and there wasn't good reception. And he's like, that's probably normal. And then later, Johnny and Jaya are fighting off some Phyrexians. And Johnny's like, long live the king, and then he just yeets a Jaya off a cliff and she dies or something, I forget. Yep. Yep. Cool. That is all the things that I would be doing tonight, so... I should... You know what? Let's go. Are you on Primal? Not right now. I'm on... What's this one? It's not Crystal. Is this one Crystal? Where are we right now? Primal's my home database. Aether. Okay. Yeah, we're on that one.
Are you? I thought you were on Crystal. What server are you on? Diabolos?
Is Diabolos Crystal?
I thought it was Crystal.
I just know that it's not. I just know that it's not Primal.
I know you're not on Primal. I know you're not on Dynamis because Dynamis is the other one that you're like. That's the new one. Yes, you're on Crystal at the moment.
Oh, okay. Where the heck do I... Where the hell do I go for triple triad again? Entrance square, main counter, wonder square, round square, event square. Oh, the Cacpot board! I forgot about that. I should go do that. There's the crystal. It says there's an Aethernet thing right here. Oh, it's above me. Or maybe it's not above me. What the fuck?
You're looking for the
Aethernet.
Maybe-
Oh, there is an Aethernet thing here. Cool. We want to go. No. Oh shit! No, I can't do that. I'm not in the home world. I can't gamble. Okay. Yeah, triple triad. Okay, let's go. Okay. Sure, let's play with deck 1. I have not played... I don't know what the fuck my deck is. This deck has a cat, therefore I think it's good. Yes, thank you, Triple Triad Master. I understand how to play the game. I think I understand how to play the game. Oh, you're going first. Okay. I'm open on all sides regardless. I'll go right here. I can beat anything you put there. Yes, stop trying to explain how to play the game. Okay. Sure. Oh, okay, so you're just putting a block there. Cool. You have nothing I can get. I'll put this here. Oh wait, I messed that up. This is fine. Yay! I did it.
Proud of you.
Alright, let me play somebody who's not the tutorial guy. Oh god, those are big numbers. Why does he have such big numbers? I don't like this. Also, wait, why can I only click my chocobo? I'm confused. I don't understand how to play the game anymore.
Because it's order.
Oh.
So the rules on this guy is apparently roulette. And when order shows up, that means you have to play them in order. So
That ain't great. I don't like how... No, stop. I can't beat any of your guys. I hate this. Fuck. Okay, draw. Well... Nah, fuck that. How do I change my decks?
when you're out of the game, it would be
Gold saucer. Card
Yep.
decks, there we go.
Yep, there you go.
Boy howdy, I don't have that many cards. Okay. I got Eorzea. No, this deck has too many things that are weak on the right-hand side. Oh, that's an Ixal. Okay. I was confused about that. Modi. Well, Modi, I'll put you there. Blue Dragon?
Yeah, Blue Dragon. Leap of Faith is going on right now.
Let's do Moogle instead of Ixal, because it's cuter. Yeah, that sounds good. Save. Okay, I'm not gonna play you again. I'm gonna play you. Match rules, Ascension. Cards rank increase in proportion to the number of cards of the same type already played. What? And sudden death. Match to draw a new deciding match will be played, each player using the cards they captured. Okay.
Oh no, we can't Leap of Faith. It's trying to reserve a server.
Oh.
Small problem with that. Hard to reserve a server when they're currently offline for maintenance.
God, Alpha not an Alpha not analysis so big. I'll put the Modi down here. Fuck. Blue Dragon. I don't understand what these words mean. The fuck do you mean ascending?
So, you see how Alizé has a, like Alphino and Alizé card has a symbol on the top right?
Yeah?
Okay, that's, that is a type attribute. And the same thing with the Near card, has a different type attribute to it. All Ascending does is if you play a card with one of those types on it, all cards with that same type, all their numbers go up by +1.
Oh, okay.
And it stacks her every time you play the same type.
Alright, dude. everything we want to do is instant, so
You
Let's go hop
play
off for
me a
now.
triple triad, coward.
we have other shadow games.
No.
I don't have the capacity for another one. Alright, yeah,
Night,
we'll
dude.
see you next time, dude. Later.
Night night.
Okay. I can't capture anything. Yay, I win! Suck it. I'm good. I'm probably gonna hop off too.
That's fine.
Have a good one, dude.
You too.
Okay. Do a raid? Oh, by the way, I didn't mention it. There are now more emotes. There's a thinking emote. There's a Lechonk emote. Ignore the fact that Twitch has a default Lechonk emote. I didn't know that when I was commissioning these emotes. And then I've updated the Grump emote. Yeah, the Lechonk emote. I like mine a bit. I like mine a little bit more than the default one. Anyway, new emotes exist. But we're gonna hop off. We're gonna go raid somebody. And then I'll probably chill. Try and freaking find myself a dang Titan raid in the background. We're going to raid Digibunny. Where's my... Can I get my chat up here again? Thank you for hanging out. Raid messages, you have found the missing persons as usual, etc., etc. May or may not be live tomorrow. I've got D&D after work tomorrow, and it all depends on how zonked out I feel. And then Friday, I've got also D&D, and then Saturday and Sunday, I've got Magic the Gathering. So this might be my last stream for a little bit until next week. But until next time, we'll be seeing you guys later. Thank you for